Hi, my name is Shruthi Kumar. I'm a senior at Harvard College studying history of science and economics with a secondary in human evolutionary biology. I founded and am the project lead for making Harvard 100% period secure, and I'm so excited to launch the project this year. Menstruation demands the attention of public health. So it's important that our systems and our institutions acknowledge the basic needs of our physiological and biological bodies and how we can support them through the resources of menstrual products being available in bathrooms. Just like we expect toilet paper to be, in the bathrooms and public facilities that we go to, menstrual products are also a very basic and fundamental expectation of the facilities around us. Menstruation and menstrual equity is also important for infrastructural equity in our built environments. Our built environment is defined as the structures, the features, and the facilities that surround the places that we work and we live. And it's important that our built environments are built to support us and are, fulfilling the needs and physiological expectations that our bodies demand. That's part of why this project is important. If we're talking about diversity, belonging, and inclusion, our environments, our built environments, and our infrastructure needs to make us feel like we belong and that we are supported. And part of that is acknowledging, the basic functions of women and menstruating individuals on campus so that we can amplify and support the success and education of students. I approached, FAS, Office of Physical Planning and Resources with this project, proposed the idea, and they were like, yeah, this is clearly needed. It is so obviously required. And really this feeling of why hadn't we thought of this before was really what I felt from Harvard administration. They were really excited to put whatever funding was necessary in to make this happen on campus, especially after we saw the data and after we saw that a very small percentage of campus was actually period secure. That I think really inspired the team at FAS to put all that they could into making this possible. We started this project in October of 2021, and we started with conducting a landscape analysis across campus. So we looked at blueprints of all of Harvard's buildings and created a database of all the bathrooms that are on campus. And so this database includes where the bathrooms are located, which floors they're located on, which ones have menstrual product dispensers already, which ones might be broken, outdated, still require coinage, which ones are actually free and accessible, and which ones are not. So we have this massive database that we collected data on with the help of hundreds of building managers and custodial staff across campus who helped put this database together. Then we moved to analyze that data, and we found that only 24% of FAS academic and administrative buildings actually had free and accessible menstrual products in the bathrooms. And the athletic buildings actually had no menstrual product dispensers at all. And so you had to ask a custodial staff to receive menstrual products. And so obviously we realized there was a need for menstrual equity on campus and that period security was a pressing issue here at Harvard. We also wanted to check the quality of the products. We spoke with local distributors as well as the top national distributor for menstrual products in the US on what types of products we would be bringing to students and whether they would meet the demands of what menstruating individuals on campus need. During these meetings, we learned that our team was the first team to sit down with local and national distributors to check the quality of commercial menstrual products. Other institutions and firms hadn't really questioned the quality of these products till now. People would just auto-order them as they do with other facilities like toilet papers or napkins or soap in the bathrooms. We wanted organic and chemical-free pads and tampons. And so we asked these companies to produce those at a commercial scale. And we've finally pre-ordered some of those coming in 2024. As we walk into this new school year, this will be the first year that we actually have these products free and accessible across the entire campus. And this project was completely done and supported by the Office of Physical Planning and Resources at FAS. We've now installed over 817 menstrual product dispensers across campus, which has been really exciting. I became interested in the history of co-ed spaces and when women entered the workforce, when women entered traditionally and historically male-dominated spaces, and what that meant for what infrastructure had or what it didn't have to support the success and the work of women and menstruating individuals. Women were not in these spaces before. Women, only recently were able to enjoy the luxuries of education, of, entering places like libraries, even on Harvard's campus. What does that mean, right, in terms of diversity, inclusion, and belonging? We need to have spaces around us make us feel like we belong. And part of being a student at Harvard for me was when I needed menstrual products, my system, my institution should provide that for me. I should not have to spend time worrying on something that should be alleviated by the systems around us. And so I was doing some more research into historically male-dominated spaces, what infrastructural equity really looks like, and bringing menstrual products to the bathrooms on campus was a big part of that. That's, I think, the main thing that I've learned from all of this on campus is that sometimes it's the things that are subconscious. We may not think about this on the day-to-day. We may not walk around like really, thinking about menstrual products all the time, but it's what our systems and our institutions are built for and who they're built for that really matters. This project fundamentally changes who the school caters to, who the school is built for, who the systems and institutions are built for. And we're changing the narrative, right? It is now about, it's not just a male-dominated space. We have women, we have other menstruating individuals on campus, and the system is now built for women and menstruating individuals. And that's the difference that I think we've been able to make with this project. 2 generations from now, my hope is that my children and my grandchildren don't even have to think about menstruation in these spaces. We need to have systems, institutions that are, built to support us. I hope my children and grandchildren are able to walk into these educational spaces feeling like this space is built for them, feeling like they can succeed here, and feeling like nothing is in their way. And anything that might be a burden is already solved for them and self-corrected by the system and by the school. The 2023-2024 school year marks the first year in Harvard's history that we'll have free and accessible menstrual products in all the female and gender-neutral bathrooms across campus. This is important to support the education, success, and health of all female and menstruating individuals on campus. Stay tuned for more on this project. Fill out the feedback form that's linked in this video to share your thoughts, your feedback, and any suggestions you have for the project moving forward.